They say you should never listen to the wind in this place. The old forest stands dark and quiet, its ancient trees watching. When the wind passes through the leaves, it whispers. Not just air, no, it's something older, something hungry. The villagers know the wind is always searching, always calling. It creeps under doors, breathes on windows, waiting for someone to hear it. To keep it away, people fill their homes with sound, a crackling fire, sometimes tapping, anything but silence. What's scary about the whisper? It's not a scream, but it carries a name. Sometimes it carries your name. Imagine you're walking home at dusk. It's cold, and from the trees you hear your name spoken softly. That's where the fear begins. That's when you know the wind has found you. That's your only warning. If you find yourself in a place where the trees are very old and the silence is very deep, be careful. If the wind sounds like a person, cover your ears. Go inside. Don't listen. Don't answer. The wind that whispers your name doesn't want to talk. It wants to take you. It wants to pull you into the darkness of the forest. If it succeeds, you'll just be another story, just another whisper in the wind. I didn't know about the wind when I arrived in Oakhaven. The village was small, surrounded by a deep forest, its houses old and quiet. I came looking for peace, but the silence here was heavy, watching. The villagers were polite but distant, their eyes always listening for something. In the shop, the woman behind the counter wrapped my bread in silence, her eyes tired. "You're new," she said, not asking. My cottage was at the edge of the forest, beautiful but drafty, always creaking at night. I told myself old houses make noises, but the feeling in the air was strange. Every entrance had dried herbs, every window had a line of salt, and charms of twigs and feathers hung from the ceiling. "For luck," the shopkeeper said, but her voice was faint. "It keeps things away." She didn't say what things. I started to feel like the outsider, and everyone around me was already safe inside. The customs weren't just traditions, they were protection. The silence wasn't peace, it was fear. I tried to settle in, but the village seemed to be holding its breath. I wondered what it was waiting for. Soon I would know. The whisper started on my third night. I was reading by the fire when I heard a soft sigh outside. Just the wind, I thought. But the sound came again, closer, as if someone was breathing on the window. I listened. The fire crackled, the clock ticked, and beneath it all, a whisper circled the house. The next day, walking in the forest, I heard it again. My name, clear as if someone had said it behind me. Alex. I froze, my heart pounding, telling myself it was my imagination. But the whisper came again, closer, colder. I turned. No one was there, just the path and the deep green silence. I rushed home, locked the door. But that night the wind howled, shaking the cottage. The whispers grew, becoming constant, filling the house, filling my mind. It wasn't a human voice, but the sound of leaves, wind, and something ancient. I hid under the blankets, but the sound was inside my head. The wind had found me. I realized the stories were true. The wind was calling, and it knew my name. I was no longer alone. The fear was real. The hunt had begun. All I could do was wait and listen. The next morning, I couldn't take it anymore. In the shop, the old woman saw my face and knew. "Your name is with it now," she said. "The wind, it chose you." She warned me, "Don't listen, fill your ears with sound, stay inside after dark." The forest belongs to the wind now. What it wants, it takes. An old man in the corner spoke. "The hunt is coming. The wind is a scout. It seeks a soul to join the journey. You've learned, stranger. The old ways can protect you for a time, but the wind is patient." I reviewed the salt and herbs at home, but I felt they were small defenses. How can you stop a sound that travels on the wind? Tonight I sat in the cold and dark listening. The whispers were gone, but the fear remained. The village's secrets became my secrets. I became part of the story. The hunt was coming, and I was its prey. I needed answers. I found the old man from the shop and asked him about the hunt. He told me, on certain nights, the wild hunt rides, spirits on ghostly horses, led by a faceless hunter. The wind is its voice, seeking the lonely and the new, knowing their names. The whispers are meant to weaken you, make you listen, make you feel alone. Once the wind takes your name, the hunt smells you. The charms and salt only delay what must happen. When the wind turns into a storm, the whispers become screams, the dogs howl, and the hunter comes to your door. "I'm sorry," the old man said. The story wasn't just a warning, it was a promise. The hunt always finds its prey. The village survives by letting the wind take what it wants. I understood now. I was the one taken. My time was running out. The storm was coming. The storm came a week later. The sky turned purple. The wind screamed, shaking the cottage. I did everything I could. Salt, candles, cotton in my ears. But I knew it was useless. As night fell, the whispers grew, filling the house, filling my mind. It wasn't just my name now. It was voices from my past, promising peace, an end to loneliness. The wind became a monster. The cottage shook. The door rattled. The voices called, "Come out, Alex. We've been waiting." I knew it was the hunt, but I was so tired. Tired of the fear. Tired of the loneliness. The thought of silence was beautiful. I got up, walked to the door, my hand shaking on the lock. The dogs howled. The hunter waited. It didn't need to break down the door. It knew I would open it. The voices whispered, "It's time, Alex. Come with us." I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and lifted the latch. The door flew open, and the storm rushed in. I stepped into the wind. The hunt took me, and the whispers finally stopped. The morning after the storm in Oakhaven is always quiet. The villagers emerge, silent, knowing the hunt has taken another. The old man walks to the empty cottage, finds the door open, the newcomer gone. He kneels by the foundation, picks up a stone, and takes it to the village's memory wall. Each stone is a life lost to the wind, a story that ended the same way. He places the new stone among the others, another soul remembered, another soul gone. This is the price the village pays to be left alone. If you find a quiet village next to a dark forest, be careful. If the people seem to be watching, if they hang charms and warn you not to go out at night, listen. Pay attention to the silence. If you hear the wind whisper your name, leave. Don't wait for the storm. Don't wait for the hunt. Otherwise, you too will become another stone on the wall, another whisper in the wind.